Branding Love YouTube kanalına tekrardan hoş geldiniz. Şimdi yanımızda Markus var. Was it right?
Perfectly right. Yeah.
Great.
Awesome.
Could you briefly introduce yourself to us?
Yes, of course. Hi there, folks. So my name is Markus, as the colleagues have said. I'm Senior Manager at Accenture Interactive. I'm responsible for UI and UX design for the Austrian, Switzerland, and Germany market, and also co-leading that whole EALA region. And I've been doing UX work since the last 15 years, always in the creative space with agencies, consulting companies, all this stuff.
It's cool, by the way, it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
So, what's the importance of the user experience, in your opinion, actually?
Of course, my opinion has a certain bias, but I think it's the most important point. My 7-second pitch for every digital appliance or every digital service or everything that you do is if the user or the consumer or the employee or whoever, the person, the human being, is not satisfied with what he or she sees in the laptop, in the mobile, wherever, it's not a success. It's simple as that. You can be as technology savvy as you want. You can have the best technology. You can have the best marketing. If the service sucks, nobody is going to use this. So you have never seen in your life something which is technically perfect, but is not of interest for anyone, is not successful. But you have seen a couple of things where the service is just brilliant, but okay, the technology and the design is not so well. They got better and they succeed.
Because people can actually use, I guess.
That's the point.
At the beginning,
You wouldn't use anything which is not useful for you.
Of course,
Yeah, you're gone, and then your business plan is gone, and then your whole business model is gone.
And
so
then you gone, I guess.
that's the point. So the UX is the important KPI. If the UX is good, if the service is good, everything else, sales, everything else, revenues will come. But this UX is the most important thing.
So, during this digital age, we're living in a digital age, if you ask me. So, what was the transform of the UX in the digital age?
I think a big transformation, and that's what we as Accenture also see a lot, and that where our synergies are coming from, is the availability of technology and infrastructure. So, in the last 5 years, we had a massive blast in the availability of channels and availability of infrastructure. You can afford any kind of digital or technology device that you need in your life, and that greatly impacts the user experience and the user interface. So having all of this technology ground available, you can build unimaginable things upon it, and that's the thrilling thing. So you can think about things that have never been possible 5 years ago because the technology was simply not there. So that has greatly impacted. So it's moving at a very high pace. One thing, for example, is what do you do with user interface where you don't have a user interface anymore? I mean, you have the AirPods or AirBots, and also Bragi, the Dash, so cordless headphones. You can control with your head. You don't need an interface to choose the next song. So how are you going to deal with that kind of experience? How you deal with that user interface? Are people feeling comfortable doing this? Or would you look at somebody who's always doing this to switch to the next song? Yeah, I mean, and that was the same 5 years ago with tablets. Yeah, everybody was like, nobody's running around with these big things. It looks awkward. Yeah,
but now we all have in our pockets.
That's it. So there's an enormous pace in the development, and there are things that we're thinking about that haven't been implemented. For example, artificial intelligence. So why shouldn't you design a website which automatically analyzes its own performance through AI and sees, okay, people are taking a little bit too long for filling out that form. So the AI changes certain aspects, and if the AI sees an improvement in performance, she lets it. You don't have to redesign something. Once you have it implemented and you have written the algorithm, the AI will redesign the page due to the user's needs.
Just let the AI do the job, I guess.
I don't know if it's that way, but it will surely impact the way that we deal with user interfaces and UX. So these are the topics for me that are forming the future, is really artificial intelligence and interfaceless user interfaces.
So, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Nice to meet you, Markus.
Thank you.
Yayınımız devam edecek. Şimdi kendinize iyi bakın. Görüşmek üzere.